Welcome to the Painfully Tight podcast.
Hello.
We're back again.
We're back. And this time I'm going to announce who we are because I did realize afterward we didn't even say our names last time.
It's a good point, which is funny because in the demos we kept saying our names. Then we get to the real one and
that was weird.
Fuck it all up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not ready. So I'm Javon, the main host.
I'm the supporting role, Rashawn Chambers.
I feel like I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. You're more than just a supporting role. You're more valuable to this program.
I feel like we said it now, though. So
well, we'll announce it differently on the next episode.
All right.
We still don't have an intro.
We're going to change that each time.
What's the intro?
You know, last time I rapped the way out, should I start rapping the way in?
Man, I gotta say, last time I was really drunk, so I don't remember you rapping your way out, and I never actually listened to the podcast all the way through.
It's funny because I know that, Nia knows that.
That you rapped your way out?
Yeah.
So that means everyone who listened to that, at least who listened to the whole thing, they heard you. Was it good or was it hilarious?
Nah, it was hilarious.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna do that
and
now.
It wasn't even that hilarious.
Okay.
It was
Go ahead and you want to drop some introductory bars?
Man, nah.
No? Okay. you hadn't thought about that before you considered it?
I felt like I was flowing and I said, nah, that wouldn't be the time.
Okay.
These bars might
do you want to maybe start out by letting the listeners know what we were just talking about? On your dream?
Oh.
No, your dream.
Okay.
Your dream, your knight in shining armor.
All right. I'm going to sum it up in a pretty short manner.
Yeah.
So I had a dream. Me and Javon were shopping or some of the sort. I got caps busted into my chest, bullets thrown through my body, if you will, and Javon went to go kill them on sight. On the sight of me getting shot in my chest, he immediately went to kill those niggas, like immediately. Got the first one, beat the life out of him. The second one was being dumb, sticking around, caught up to him and broke his neck very slowly.
Ooh.
Very, unnecessarily slow for cinematic purposes. And then Skywalker played. Yeah, extra cringe.
Yeah. And
the dream ended by Skywalker by Miguel playing at the end. And
wow.
Very weird. And I woke up.
That's a pretty bizarre dream.
That's a way to wake up.
It's a pretty bizarre dream, but I want you to tell them what you were saying about, like...
Wow, you're so conceited.
You want that now, right?
I was telling him how the only thing that gives me comfort in dying is knowing that if I get murdered, I know he's about to pull up on my murderers. So, you happy?
I'm happy for you. I'm happy that you can find solace in that. Good for you. Because you won't know whether or not I do that or not.
True. That's true. It's not like I'm going to know.
That's grounds for going to prison.
It's more than grounds.
Yeah, it's more.
Going to prison.
You go into prison. But yeah, that's what we were just talking about. But
can I just go in there and throw in what we were talking about before that? I'm just gonna. It's just like a very short little.
Winter Olympics passed, Sean.
I'm just gonna throw her name out there and let everybody know.
Okay, no, shoot your shot. You know what?
Shot?
Shoot your shot.
She doesn't even speak English.
Shoot your shot.
All right.
You know what? Look it up. Shoot your shot in Korean.
I'm gonna do that.
Next episode, shoot your shot. That's gonna be the intro. Your intro by shooting your shot.
All right, that's what we're gonna do. But for now, I need to let the peoples know.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you get the time, and you're wondering, what would a really thick Korean woman look like? You're curious. Go ahead and type in the name Lee Sang-hwa, spelled Leesang Hwa. HWA. I would describe her as like a small scale Asian Serena Williams.
That's actually exactly how I would describe her as well.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But as we agree, that's not going to be a topic, so we're going to try and jump right off of that.
But yeah, go ahead and shoot your shot in case anyone knows how to translate it to her.
You're looking good, girl. Gold medal is looking even better, but you ain't got big eggs, so
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know if
Go ahead
that
and get you one of
translates.
those.
I don't know if that.
Go ahead and get you. Go and get you a large black man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With a ponytail, a Caribbean ponytail.
You know what? We should definitely talk about your shot shooting skills.
My shot shooting skillies.
Your pull up skills.
Well, put it to you this way: I'm a center. Pulling up isn't what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, you're looking like JR right now.
Oh,
But we won't get
man.
into that yet.
That's.
But why don't you go ahead and lead us in on our first topic?
I sure assume the first topic now. What's the first topic again?
You get your Sean.
That's because I told you what it was.
That's
man.
your job.
All right.
I don't know what order you're doing them.
All right.
That's your job, man.
Well, problem with that is, if you can't remind me, then I'm jumping to the backup plan topic,
Fine.
which is
Let's do it.
the Golden Knights in the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna be 100% honest right off the bat. I haven't been able to follow it. Been working, putting in that work. Work don't stop, grind don't stop. But I know this much. Pretty sure we're like a game apiece with this other team. What are they called? The
Losers.
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 Loser squad.
I'm very when it comes to hockey, just so you know, unlike other sports, I'm as of now, I'm a more fanatic style of fan. If that makes sense.
I see. I see
Other sports, I'm very logical.
Yeah.
I go based off who's actually good, who's doing well.
Okay, so in hockey, you're hyped all the way out.
It's two things. One, this is the first time in my life I've had a team to root for that's from my city, and for two, I don't know shit about hockey, so I can't even pretend to be a smart fan. So I'm just gonna be a ignorant fan. And I gotta say, I'm liking it. I enjoy the ignorance of being...
You enjoy not having to use facts all the time.
I finally see how Raiders fans have felt. No shade, because the Raiders are coming to Las Vegas. But I see how they've been all this time, because you can't tell them nothing. And that's how I feel now, especially because the Golden Knights are in the Stanley Cup.
And you know what's funny? I just want everyone... I want this to be known that I said this. I don't think the Golden Knights are going to win. Mostly because you know how my predictions go. Because I take everything personally. None never goes my way. Never get what I want. The team that I choose to root for always loses for some reason. So, going off of that, I doubt the first year of me having a hockey team to claim that they're going to win.
Well, that's greatly disappointing me right now. It's greatly disappointing me. I want to just be an ignorant fan and just be like, oh, we gonna win, cup's ours. And you're kind of raining on my parade, and more importantly, you're making me feel like you're jinxing it. Now, if they don't win the cup, it's your fault.
You know Bone
because
Crusher?
Everyone else
Bone Crusher,
believes wholeheartedly that they'll win.
Well, you know Bone Crusher? I'm Dream Crusher. You're welcome. I'm just trying to keep you awake, because I can see in people's eyes, and like Golden Knights fans' eyes, they've already lost the sight of loss. They don't see that in the future. I'm trying to keep everyone humble, bring everyone down to earth.
Ain't no time for being humble.
Everyone's like, we getting dubs.
No, we've been humble all these years that we didn't have a team.
That's true.
We were humble then. There's no time for being humble now. The time for humble is out the window. I gotta say, I've never really followed hockey that much. But I could be wrong, so don't get mad at me. But I didn't know that teams were scoring that much before now.
I didn't know that either.
I thought games were ending with like 1 or 2 goals. I'm seeing like 5. You think I'm gonna be humble seeing that? I'm not gonna be humble. You can be humble.
Not to mention, I wish we had comments, because I'm just wondering if someone who we personally know could fill me in on this. Are teams normally as aggressive as the Golden Knights? Because when I watch those highlights, gotta say, they look about aggressive as fuck.
I can't speak on it. All I know is they're my team. I'm invested. Call me a bandwagon if you want. Because the bandwagon I'm jumping on is the Las Vegas bandwagon. Been on it. Was born and raised here.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm a bandwagon.
I jumped on it just when I saw Las Vegas. Didn't even know the team name or what they were doing.
When I first saw that there was a team coming to Vegas and I saw that they had merch, I already planned to buy the merch because I was just going to rep. I was just going to rep. I wasn't... I didn't expect them to be this good this
Yeah, I
early.
kind of wish they weren't doing so good because the merch is ridiculous prices now. I feel like if they were a little average, maybe they'd be a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah, I was gonna rep just for the sake of this being from the city, but now that they're doing this well, oh, for sure.
And you know what? Side topic. You know we have a soccer team here, right?
Nope.
We do.
Okay.
I can't think of the name. I want to say they're called like. I think they might be called the Las Vegas Lights. Now, without knowing, I have to ask you, how do you feel about that? Do you feel any urge to rep?
Nah, because that's not a major league sport.
That's how I felt about it.
Yeah, I can't rep for D League sports. I'm sorry, I can't be a D League fan.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm sorry, because like about 10 years ago, there was a D League football. It was called it was UFL, something like that.
Universal Football League?
I don't know. It was something like that.
Undisputed Football League?
It was something unusual, but it was the UFL.
The Underachieving Football
And there
League?
was I don't know if anyone remembers this, but there was a Las Vegas team. They played at Sam Boyd.
Oh, you're right.
And there was they were the Las Vegas Rhinos or something like that.
It's not even accurate. We don't have rhinos here by a long shot.
It's not geographically accurate.
You just went for it. Rhinos.
And I was repping for a minute because they were like winning the championship every year, and then I realized that there were only 6 teams in the league, and I was like, oh, I can't brag about this anymore. There's only 6 teams. This is basically Pop Warner.
I gotta say though, I feel like I knew people who were really going hard on the UFL, like raging. It's only 6 teams. Calm down.
Yeah. But yeah, Golden Knights for sure. For like, don't care what you say, Stanley Cup's ours. It's ours. It's too much. There's too much swagger. There's too much confidence. See, we're excited. Vegas is excited. I feel like that's a thing. I don't know, but I feel like that's a thing because other teams' fans, this ain't new to them, but for us, it's new.
That's
so
true.
we're running rampant.
Yeah,
We're getting wild. Other teams like, well, y'all need to chill. I'm like, we've never had a team.
We've never been here before.
Other teams, even if they're new to having a hockey team, they've had other sports teams.
Yeah.
We've never had anything. So this is our first thing, and we're hype. We're hype. So
I gotta say,
I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
broke. I'm letting all y'all know I'm broke.
Okay.
But Golden Knights win, I'm going out of my way to get some merch. I'm getting at least a beanie or a pair of socks, some Golden Knight socks.
You get one of those baby beanies.
Baby beanies, yeah.
Just
Can't wear
hang it from the mirror of your car. It's a cheap alternative.
We'll have to do.
Yeah. Get a sticker. You could probably afford a sticker.
You know what I'm gonna do actually? I'm just gonna get some black and gold paint, spray it on my face, wear it for a couple of days, take it off. That's probably the cheapest thing I can do.
You going to work like that?
Going to work like that.
All right.
They kick me out, it's fine. I'm still rapping. Still champions.
Have you gotten those other topics yet?
I'm just gonna go because I'm looking at the time. I'm thinking we have some space, you know, a little bit of time.
No, you're improvising.
We're freestyle.
Just
Well,
freestyling.
what I'm doing is I'm dialing up to it as well.
Okay.
So
he's working his way back.
All right, I'm just providing a little foreground for this now.
Okay. Oh, this is awkward.
How long have you known? How long have you known Pusha T?
Okay. So we're going in that direction.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I feel
I
like
would have to say I've known Pusha T quite a while now, somewhere around 14 to 16 years.
Woo.
I've known of Pusha T.
a lot of years.
It's a lot of years. I'm a little old. I've been listening to rap for a while.
A little.
Oh, fuck you.
Right. Now my point here is that I didn't really know who. I knew the name Pusha T, but only like starting with the song "Don't Like," or no, probably like "Mercy."
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think of when I first.
Actually, that might be correct
Now,
because I think I might
technically-
remember. I think I might remember you saying Pusha T, and you was like, "Who's Pusha T?" And I
Yeah,
was like, "You don't know Pusha T?"
technically, I would have known him from clips, right?
Yeah.
But of course, you didn't fill me that in on that until like I want to say like 5
Right.
years ago, right? Something like
Yeah.
that, something around there.
Yeah, I just assumed it was common knowledge.
From that point, then known him in clips, which didn't technically know him, to the point of knowing him, like we said, for discovering him probably around the time of the song
Rediscovering
Mercy.
him.
Never once did I predict he would beef with anybody or win a beef. I was kind of counting them out. Yeah, I saw. No, I shouldn't say like a beef at all. But what I'm trying to say is I didn't expect him to do what he's done thus far. Cause see, we've been using like basketball terms to compare this beef, and I'm pretty sure Pusha T has swept Drake.
Well,
If you catch the reference.
it's not a sweep. It's not a sweep per se, but it's definitely been.
Go ahead and close the series.
It's been a very discouraging couple of games, I'd say. It was those kind of games that they're more of spirit crushers.
Yeah.
Like, they're bigger than the number on the scoreboard. So we just gonna jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it.
Go ahead. Let's
Just jump right into it. All right.
Let's do it in order. Okay, so first we had Duppy, right?
Okay.
You were listening to Duppy.
Technically, no.
Well, that's the order we listened to it in.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's how I'm going off.
Okay.
Just for the sake of how we listened to it. We listened to Duppy. We was like, all right, let's see what Drake did this time. Heard it out, and we was like, man, Push T shouldn't mess with Drake. Homeboy, and then
Which I feel was not jumping the gun. I feel like most people felt that way.
I think so.
I feel like most people felt that way. And,
Except for the fact that maybe not, because they listened to it the other way around, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, but they still, based off of the social medias,
All right.
they still seem to feel like Drake had put in a pretty strong performance in game one.
And I'm just thinking about listening to Duppy, how we were frozen after that. Remember that?
Yeah.
There's lyrics you didn't even catch the first time, and you was like, he said that? And I was like, yeah, he said that.
yeah.
He said that shit.
Yeah, after listening to it, because a lot of times when there's a rap beef, I love rap beefs, by the way.
Yeah.
I love rap beefs, and I love the diss tracks that come out of rap beefs.
The only thing
and
that can
normally
make
when
rap
there's-
better is drama.
Yeah, normally when there's a diss track or a rap beef, I'll go back and I'll listen to that song a few times to make sure I pick up everything accurately. With that one though, I didn't. I didn't because I've had respect for Pusha T for a while now. I've liked him. He's been someone who I've enjoyed. Now, to say that is to say also I can't really name that many of his songs. I will be honest. I enjoy the flavor that he adds in a song when he collabs with someone else who I like. I'm not that big of a fan that I will just go download his album or just, listen to that while I drive. But I definitely enjoy when someone has a song and I'm like, hey, Push T's in this song. Okay, cool. So I liked him. And out of respect for him and his career, I didn't want to listen to it again. I was like, let's just put this to rest. Let's put this to bed. Drake said what he had to say. Push said what he had to say. Let's put it to bed. I don't need to further listen to the disrespect.
I felt like I heard the biggest points and they stuck in my head, and I was like,
Yeah, exactly. They
Don't
were
need to give
ringing.
little
They were
things.
ringing in my head. I was like, I don't need to hear this again.
I was like, man, he just targeted this man's gimmick, this man's
And
production team.
and just that, he basically made it out to be a gimmick.
Yeah,
was
he
the
was
main
like-
thing. Yeah, but
dropped
then
it on it.
then we listened backwards to
Yep.
Push's
That
track. I can't remember the name of it, but it's on his album.
Okay.
It's his diss track that's on the album.
We'll just call it Game 2 for
Yeah,
now.
I think we both agreed that not a bad song.
Not bad.
It wasn't a bad song. It was a decent song.
I think as we agreed, he may have touched on the wrong points to help himself out. I feel like he used the wrong.
Yeah, which now in retrospect, feel like he was ahead of us. I feel like he was definitely ahead of the game. He predicted
A little bit.
But yeah, he made some points that the song was cool, but he made some points that I myself didn't personally agree with. I won't get into them. I want to see where this goes. Because at first, I wanted to talk about this because I thought it was over.
Oh, it's not.
It's not over. It might be now.
Might be.
But I still
Not too sure.
I still want to give it a little bit longer. But so we listened to that, and we both agreed that Drake had won game one. Mm-hmm. Drake won game one.
Yeah.
Push had a strong showing, but Drake closed the show. And I think we assumed it was all over. I think we assumed and we gave a little bit of hope. So we had a moment, I remember, where we were like, pushed from the old school. So I don't think he's going to go out like that. I think he's going to have one more rebuttal. He'll have one more rebuttal. But I gotta admit, I underestimated.
Oh, heavily me.
Heavily underestimated the
rebuttal. As I started out by saying, I don't know him as well as you, I feel like. So yeah. I definitely didn't expect
Well, I knew...
as you can see by the way
I said, I knew he's from the old school.
At all.
I knew he's from the old school, so I knew he was planning to rebuttal. He definitely wasn't going to take it lying down.
I just didn't know he was going to be clown face and do his research on this man's background before he made his next track.
Yeah, and after hearing that, what's the name of that? The
story of Adidon?
Adidon. It's very hard to pronounce.
We'll go Adidon.
Interesting name like there. Yeah, but that is a very wow.
Because he made the first one, and then this one he had to add it on.
Oh wow, that is a lot of cheese there, buddy. That's a lot of cheese. I'm lactose intolerant.
You know what?
Don't be giving me all that cheese.
Lactose, go ahead and give me a pizza then.
This is getting a little weird. Let's stay on topic.
All right. You wanted to brought up cheese, and your weak stomach. All right, now back on it.
All right, so we both have listened to that now. Now with that one, I have wanted to listen to that one again, but these have been getting. A lot of people have been saying that these are not not person enough, not harsh enough. I guess I don't know what they talking about because this is cutting a little deep a little bit.
I mean, this might sound simple to say, but
secretos.
I feel like people just aren't. I feel like if you don't say enough curse words, people don't feel like it's personal enough, and the beats aren't
back
going
in
hard.
the day. It was a little different, because people have been referencing Tupac and stuff a lot.
Also, I think the main thing a little bit.
I think the main thing is because people were saying that these are some of the best diss tracks of all time. They're not. That's fair to say because Tupac has had top tier diss tracks. Nas and his rap beef with Jay-Z.
Let's not forget No Vaseline.
Let's definitely not forget No Vaseline. No, let's be honest. That album was kind of a diss album.
Yeah, that's a record.
Yeah, Ice Cube's album was kind of a diss album to NWA too. He dissed an entire group.
Actually, that's kind of what got him over.
Yeah, well, not really.
No, yeah, not really.
I mean, in my opinion, he was over already.
Yeah, he was over
already, but
what a way to step out into your own solo light.
Exactly. That's what showed that, he never needed NWA. He was perfectly fine without them. So there's been some great diss tracks. What was the one? Didn't 50 put one on Ja Rule?
Yeah.
There's been some good ones over the years. So this might not be the best per se, but they are extremely personal.
Very personal.
Not
to mention, like you noticed, I wasn't filled in like you. So when I heard the things that he was bringing up on Drake, I was like, "What?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that. Didn't know that was true." I was like, "What the fuck?"
They might feel more personal to me now, considering this has been there haven't been any legitimate, serious rap beefs since there's been social media. Like Drake and Meek Mill, it was over before it started.
Yeah.
So
I feel like even if he didn't crush Meek so hard, it wasn't even gonna be that serious.
Yeah. But
because it was about a Twitter beef.
This is now this is going deep. This is going into digging up people's past, their dark histories, their skeletons in their closet. And to not dance around this anymore, we're bringing up people's illegitimate children.
I didn't know Drake was pulling a Vince McMahon. I didn't.
Drake is pulling a Vince McMahon, legitimate child. Or you could say a Kurt Angle with Jason Jordan.
Kurt Angle.
Yep.
What's up with WWE and illegitimate children
They love
storylines?
They love illegitimate children.
Like that might be a topic for another episode.
But I gotta say, Drake is handling this very almost politically. If you've been noticing the way he's been combating this,
and I don't know if it's because I love
this
Drake.
is tea that this tea has spread across to other people too.
I don't know if it's because I love Drake or what, but I gotta say, I read that note of him explaining the whole blackface
happy
situation.
in your heart that he wasn't a racist.
Well, not just that. He could have been lying. Completely ate it up. I was like, I knew Drake wouldn't do that. I knew Drake wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No way Drake would do blackface.
Yeah, he explained it, and I was still a little skeptical. But it sounded half decent of an explanation. But like apparently, a guy came out and kind of confirmed. He kind of confirmed that that's what his brand, the clothing brand that Drake's wearing. He confirmed that that's what their brand is kind of about, and that he even today, and he appreciates the photo, like the message in the photo that Drake put. So it kind of softened the blow a little bit. Which, when you look at it, it's kind of not fair. Drake has too many people like Drake. It's really hard. That's what we were saying at first. It's so hard to have a beef with Drake. So many people like him. People come to his aid. That's something that never happened in past rap beefs. People just had to duke it out on the mic. There's no one to like take up for them. But people taking up for Drake. You know, and apparently the whole thing with his illegitimate child and the baby mama and everything.
Porn star baby mama.
Yeah, the porn star baby mama. Which, by the way, people have been really digging on her.
Is she ugly
On Twitter,
or...
they've been roasting her.
Damn.
They've been roasting her pretty hard. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of messed up. Yeah, they've been roasting her, saying she looked like a troll and stuff. I don't know.
Well, I gotta say, I was just wondering this. Is she good? Is she worth a watch?
I have no clue who she is.
Me either.
No clue.
Which makes me think she's not worth a watch.
But apparently, around the same, that's what I'm saying. The tea spread like wildfire because around the same time, there was basically an episode an episode of Maury. There was an episode of Maury that happened. So she had been getting dicked by Drake, James Harden, and Amon Shumpert all around the same time.
This woman is made like I don't even know what to compare that to.
Yeah, she's around the same time. This is what I'm hearing on the internet from reliable sources. And so she was pregnant, didn't know who the baby was by. They took a pregnancy test. Drake pulled the shortest straw. That's kind of how it seems. Like, oh, it's yours. Yeah, sorry. Could have been anyone's, but they lucked out. Now you have a kid. So that was like a while ago.
I feel like
maybe
you
like
got the news
a
and
year.
then Marvin's Room started playing.
That's so stupid.
He started crying.
But so
Having
apparently
cups of XO.
the reason she's in Canada still.
She's in Canada.
I think that's the thing because they're saying. I guess that's what
Push
was saying.
Why you hide her?
Yeah.
He was also, from what I could say, correct me if I'm wrong. He was saying you had her get work done because she didn't look good at first, and you didn't want people to know that you fucked on an ugly bitch.
Oh, damn.
Which hit me
That's
powerfully
rough.
because I was like, "Did you do that, Drake?"
That's
It's kind of cold.
I don't know, but apparently, like, she's married to some guy in New York for her green card. You know, she's not legally able to get here. But apparently, like, everything I'm hearing is word of mouth. I know no facts, but from the reports that come out, Drake has been taking care of his kid. Like, he was keeping the kid on the low, but he hasn't been taking care of it. He hasn't been a deadbeat. Because that's the main thing that I wasn't going to respect. That's the main thing that was going to take Drake down a peg. So I was like, your dad wasn't in your life that much. So you should not turn around and do the same thing to your kid.
Definitely not.
Because they would be the exact same thing. His dad was a musician, wasn't really in his life that much. And his dad lived in America,
Damn.
and Drake lived in Canada. So he's basically doing
Probably
the same
some
thing.
strong repetition.
Yeah,
Right
so I
there.
was like, don't repeat history. But apparently he's taking care of the kid. He's just keeping the kid removed from the lifestyle, which I can understand. But I think what has to happen next, this is my final thought on this. If this is not over, which I have a feeling it's not. It might be, but I have a feeling it's not. I have a feeling that Drake was just he was knocking down all the shots that Push was shooting at him first before he was going to return fire.
Yeah, it's smart because people don't move past
And I think
things.
his next
So if his track wasn't good enough, they'd be like, "Yeah, but what about your wife?"
Yeah, because
and
I think he
kids,
tried to
though?"
do it swiftly and cleanly and somewhat as respectfully as you can, kill someone on the track. He tried to do it as respectful as possible the first time. I think now he's going to bring out the fact that Push cannot compete with him commercially, and his
Probably what he's
diss
gonna do.
is going to be the next summer hit. Because if you think about it, it's summer. He's
that's when
normally
he
around
goes
this time.
off.
This is normally when he drops a banger.
Oh yeah, and
it's
he's
normally
gonna do,
around this time.
just like he did with Views. He's about to plug whatever his next album is. So
Yep.
to plug it right in
He's,
there.
he's going to
'Cause that
drop
should be
a
getting
summer
released
banger
soon.
that's going to be attacking Push, and the only way it's going to be kind of a checkmate because you can rap whatever you want about me, and it might be dope, and it might be real and personal, but you'll never make as much money as I can make in
Which
one
is
song.
sad, 'cause in the story of Adidon, he's closing the song plugging his album or some
Oh,
projects.
really?
He's plugging a whole bunch of stuff, and then also talking shit. And if that doesn't pan out and do well, it's like, man,
Wow. But it's so intriguing. I love it.
It is.
I love it.
And what I kept thinking, I know it was unlikely, but I would have liked to hear after Duppy dropped, I would have liked to hear some words from Ye. Just because
That is interesting. I
called him old,
Well, 'cause
straight up.
Ye's album is going to be dropping sometime soon.
And didn't he also say something along the lines of implying not only do you not sell more than me, the dude who produces your beats can't sell more than me.
We're going to see if Ye replies. I mean, Ye has been for a while now fighting a lot of his own personal battles.
Yeah.
Will he take a break from those to reply? Because Kanye has never been one really for rap beefs. His most high-profile rap beef was with 50 Cent, and their beef wasn't even a feud where it's they go track for track and they diss each other. They didn't really ever diss each other. They battled over who could sell more records, and Kanye won. He outsold 50. So outside of that, Kanye is only ever focused on selling records. I mean, not outside of that, including that. His whole thing has just been, I'm gonna sell records. So I don't know. We'll find out next time on not Dragon Ball Z, Rap Beefs
.com.
Z.
Right.
So what we got
Z.
next?
Well, I mean, we're only 33 minutes in, so I'm thinking
Well, no, just give them. Yeah, just give them.
it's only one more topic.
Oh, then you have.
You said 3 was fine.
Yeah, we only did 2.
Yeah, so this would be the last one.
Oh, we didn't do 2 actually. What did we talk about? This is a shame. We're completely unorganized. This isn't even painfully drunk, Sean. This isn't even painfully drunk. We can't be this unorganized on the air. You know what? This is painfully drunk. We're drunk right now. But no, yeah,
Well,
we
I
gotta
do
have this
feel a little
together.
drunk. I just
Okay,
feel a
no,
little
there
bit-
was one. We talked about the rap beef.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the
We
other
were
one?
talking about something before that.
Yeah, those you said those were just
Golden
you.
Knights. Yeah.
That was one of them. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Now. Okay. All right.
Man, you got to be on top of this.
No, yeah, you're right. So, we're going to add this in there since we're a little bit ahead of schedule. Let's go Thompson Till. Let's talk about that.
Oh,
I'm going to let you talk first because, my stance is pretty strong on it.
well, if anyone's listening who follows MMA, there's a fight in Liverpool what was that, last weekend? This past weekend?
Yeah, I think so.
And it was Darren Till, young up-and-comer, versus Stephen Thompson, karate specialist.
AKA Master.
Yeah, AKA Master. I feel like you do karate from the time you're 8. You're 35 now. You're probably a master.
Yeah.
Probably a master. So, I mean, I'll just be blunt. I'll just be straight. I scored it. It went to a decision. There's no finish. I scored it in Till's favor. I thought Darren Till won the fight. I thought he did more by a little. Take it. Don't get it twisted. It was extremely close, and wouldn't have been upset with either person's victory because it was that close of a fight. Each round was razor close. But in my personal opinion, judging it, I had the same scorecard as 2 of the judges. I thought it was 49-46. I thought Till had 4 rounds. I thought he did more damage with his leg kicks. I thought between both guys' punches that they landed, neither guy did a whole lot of damage aside from that 5th round knockdown. Neither guy did a whole lot of damage with punches. I thought the only consistent damage that was done throughout the fight were the leg kicks. And they were consistent and they were heavy. You could see, the damage showed.
That's true.
On the legs. So I thought he had done a little bit more and done a little bit more damage. And afterwards, looking at the fight stats, he had edged him out just by a hair in both total strikes and significant strikes. But personally, I do understand that most people probably disagree with that opinion.
You're like one of those unpopular opinion tweets. Unpopular
I guess,
opinion,
yeah.
Till won. I thought Stephen Thompson won. Now at first, because I just got done watching it, I was hyped and I was somewhat rooting for Stephen Thompson. I was being a little bit unwise towards the stats, if you will, and things like that. But I do stand by the fact that I felt like most of the things people thought were landing on Stephen Thompson, and most of the things that looked like he may have been getting pieced up weren't what they seemed. And also, I felt like from my vision, I'm not going off the stats. I'm not just going to ignore the stats. I thought I saw Stephen Thompson landing a lot, but maybe I was also misjudging that on my end. I thought I saw him having a decent output, and I tried to factor in the takedown. I tried to factor in the fact that, I was looking at it wrong because Till was being the aggressor, and I should have factored that in. But what I always look at it my way is that if the person who's being aggressor is not landing, and it starts to become like they're chasing, it starts to make it look like the other person's winning to me. To me, it flips in my mind.
Yeah, in a lot of cases.
Kind of look like you're losing right
That's
now.
actually kind of like to go back to the Diego Sanchez-Martin Kampmann fight. I'll never forget that fight. 3 rounds, Diego Sanchez was chasing Martin Kampmann and running into punches for his trouble. And his face was chewed up. His face was disgusting.
It was a horrible game plan, but I was like, "Come on, Diego."
He was outmatched in size and in skill, because Diego Sanchez is about 5'9", Martin Kampmann like 6 feet, and Martin Kampmann, a Danish Thai boxer. Diego Sanchez was a wrestler, and he just running in the punches for 15 minutes, and he got knocked down multiple times by punches.
That man is a warrior,
and he won the decision. The judges scored it in his favor. So it has happened. I always feel like that too. It can happen to where it's a thin line between being the aggressor and just chasing.
Yeah. But, so I can admit defeat on that. I just feel like I need to watch it again because in my head right now, I'm still seeing Thompson as
I
the
feel
victor.
that way too.
Another thing I want to throw out there, just for clarity, when I say I'm rooting for Thompson, only because Till missed weight. I'm a big fan of Darren Till. Only because he missed weight, I felt like, come on, Steven, like, you need all the help you can get, including my
you know me, people know me. It offends me when people miss weight. And this year's been happening a lot, and people have been winning, and it makes me even more upset. And we both like Till. We both really like Till. But I was disappointed to hear that he missed weight. and it's not the first time he's missed weight before. Yeah, I think he might have missed weight in his UFC debut.
Yeah, I know
He
that.
might have missed weight, and but in this case, allegedly he claimed that there were family issues. He said there were family issues, but he didn't speak on them. He never let it out. But I think Joe Rogan was saying on his show, on his podcast, that he heard that there was his pregnant girlfriend was in the hospital and there were complications with the pregnancy or whatever, so he rushed to the hospital and it kind of broke his weight cutting and it threw him off. He was behind schedule for his weight cutting and he tried to rush back and he couldn't make the weight in time. So that's what they claim. I mean,
I cut slack for that, but this might sound a little heartless. This is all I'm gonna say. I feel like though he should have, like, how can I put it? He should have been able to make it. Like, he shouldn't have had so much extra weight that threw him off. Like, I don't know how much he had, but I'm thinking, shouldn't you have been a little closer to where that didn't throw you, like, that family issue didn't completely throw you off?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Well, I also have heard rumors that he was somewhere around 210 pounds before making his cut.
Oh my God.
Before starting his cut.
How tall is he?
He's listed at 6 feet tall. He looks a little bit taller than that. He looks a little taller and bigger.
I could see him holding that much weight, but that sounds really big.
Well, have you ever seen him between fights?
No.
Oh, he's a monster. Yeah, he's a very big boy.
Man,
Yeah, he's a big man.
if that's accurate, it's ridiculous. And I don't cut slack for family issues, because why are you that big?
Yeah.
Either go ahead and fight at a different weight class, or...
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean,
you should know how
he's
to handle
young.
it.
He's 25, so if he can't make the weight now, it's only going to get harder. As he gets up to 30, that's going to get hard. So, but yeah, I think he won. I'm interested now. I wish I want to hear what people listening to this are going to think about that.
I do too.
Yeah.
And also,
But I don't want to say the usual phrase. Should I say it?
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys think? Let us know down below in the comments.
And if you like this, go ahead and leave a like.
Go ahead and smash that like button.
And if you want to make sure you get all our videos, subscribe and then go to that bell icon next to it and make sure you click the bell. That way you get a notification every time we post a video. Oh, that's so generic. That's so cheesy.
Appreciate the support, you guys. Until next time.
But so, we got a little bit of time left. And I think this is what I really wanted to talk about. It'll probably be a little late by the time people get to hear it, but I want to talk about it. So, as of now, the NBA Finals, now that we're recording this, NBA Finals just happened like a few hours ago.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but I have not listened. I've kept spoiler free. I haven't been on the internet or anything. I don't know what happened.
Oh.
So I don't want to even talk about the NBA Finals.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about the NBA Finals.
That's spoiled for me.
We'll talk about the NBA Finals. We'll probably record another one in a few days here. So we'll talk about the NBA Finals then. I want to just close the book on the conference finals.
Yes, please. Because I had a good amount to say about that.
We'll talk about the Eastern Conference Finals. All right?
All right.
What did you have to say about it? You said
I'm going to let you go first.
Well, okay. First off, you know what? He gets a lot of flack. He's the most loved and hated man in NBA. But I myself will clap a congratulations, LeBron. Congratulations, LeBron. You pulled it off. It looked bad. It was looking bad. It was getting bad. I mean, he was going into Game 7 in Boston, and they were 11-0 at home in this postseason. It was looking a little like he was going home for the first time in like a decade.
I started feeling sad before it even happened. Before he was even sent home.
Yeah. And especially because if that was Kyrie on that team, if that was Gordon Hayward on that team, it'd be a little bit more acceptable. he didn't want to go home.
He's getting beat by second stringers.
He didn't want to go home getting beat by second stringers. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade, okay? When this season started, a lot of those guys were not intended to be playing that many minutes.
Especially
not in the Eastern Conference Finals. They weren't.
Man,
that was not supposed to be. But they all congratulations to them, because when first off, when Gordon Hayward went down in the beginning of the season, they rolled that punch.
which, by the
took
way,
it on the
R.I.P.
chin.
Gordon Hayward's legs.
Took it on the chin, and then Kyrie went down before All-Star break, and they still held it together, made the playoffs, and in my opinion, I didn't think they were going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Especially not without Kyrie.
I had said on record that Philadelphia was going to the Eastern Conference Finals. I had said that, but then they personally eliminated them.
You gotta say that made me a little bit mad. I like the Sixers way more than I like the Celtics.
Yeah, well, I hate the Celtics. I'm a Lakers fan, but I'll be the first one to say congratulations to them, and mainly congratulations to my boy Bradley Stevens.
Nice job.
My vote. He gets my vote for Coach of the Year. Definitely Coach of the Year. But regardless, they were eliminated. So we focus on the teams that are still here: the Cavs and LeBron. LeBron did it. I'm not going. A lot of people said that was one of his greatest performances. It was a great performance. I'm not going to say one of the greatest performances, because I think when people are calling it the greatest performance, they're using context. Like they're saying because of this and because of that, it made the stakes higher for this. But if you just look strictly at one game performances, he's had better one singular game
but
performances.
But it's because they're getting wild, because I'm pretty sure, didn't he put it like a 45-point triple-double or double-double?
Well, yeah, okay, but this is because of how we viewed the Celtics at this point. If earlier in the season we said that he was going to play the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie or Gordon Hayward, and he was going to have 3 40-point games, we wouldn't have been that. We'd be like, oh, okay.
That's
yeah,
very true.
we would be like, yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Sounds
we
easy.
wouldn't have been that surprised. So I'm not going to be like, oh, yes, greatest performance, masterpiece. Nah, he's had better performances. But for being able to play his first full 82-game season, get banged up a little bit in this series, be exhausted as he was putting it, and still
pouring water all over his
and still be able to come out and keep it together, and mainly keep the team in it, to keep them believing in him being able to get them to the finals. Good leadership, good game, on to the finals. Nice one, LeBron. What you got to say? That pretty much sums that up, right?
Summed up a good amount what I want to say. Because I just wanted to touch on, I don't know if you know this about the Celtics. Got a lot of youngins playing,
Yeah.
Don't know most of them that well, personally. I'm just going to be honest. I know the point guard just because I was following him for a little bit. What's his name again?
Jalen Fox?
Brown.
Jalen Brown?
I think, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Totally botched that.
Big fan. Big fan of his style. The only one I was following. Big ups to them. I think they have a promising future. Like, that's the only thing I would have said that you didn't say. Also,
I didn't say that because I don't want them to have a promising future.
Respect them.
Respect them. Dislike them
It's gonna
also.
Also, as far as the series go, I thought for sure if the Cavs were taking it, didn't know it was gonna go to. They went to Game 7, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
didn't know.
the Cavs have a bad habit of doing that. So this year they just went 7 games in these conference finals. Last year they went 7 games in these conference finals against the same team, by the way. And year before that, I think they went 7 games in these conference finals against Toronto. They just got a bad habit of letting teams wear them out right before the finals. That's kind of LeBron's thing. It's the big drama show, as Triple G calls it. He likes that big drama.
I gotta say, at this point, one thing I want to throw out there is I tried to like give the Cavs, excluding LeBron, a chance. I was like when people would be like, LeBron's carrying this team. I agree with them, but I was like, all right, but they are still supporting players. They're still good. They still help. Man, after watching this, I'm like, nah, I can't argue that anymore. No one's helping. No one's consistently helping.
Yeah.
These people are here for like one bucket every 5 possessions.
Yeah. But now we switch over to the Western Conference.
Very interesting things on this side.
I was disappointed a little bit because I wanted Rockets in the finals. I wanted Rockets Cavs finals because I wanted James Harden and Chris Paul playing directly across from LeBron James. I want that, especially because there's a strong possibility that LeBron might go there. And I wanted to see how willing he was to really piss people off. Like if he plays that team in the finals and then goes to that team the next year. I wanted to see that.
I completely see it.
But despite how strong they looked and how capable they looked of eliminating the Warriors, James Harden, you let me down, man. Let me down, big dog.
Well,
Because James Harden, I'm gonna just call it now. He's not built for the playoffs.
Ooh.
He ain't built. James Harden, he needs a throat lozenge. He needs to clear his throat because he a choke artist. It's sad because I like him, but he chokes. That's the only explanation I can have at this point now.
Well, the thing about
It's
that
the
is
only
I
explanation.
didn't see what cost them. I didn't see what cost him, and that's really, I feel like that's sad for him personally, because you watch the work he puts in. He put up a 60-point triple-double early in the season, so you can tell how hard he's going just off that.
He's not built for the playoffs.
Playoffs, he's even putting up some decent numbers from what I know. But then we got, I'm assuming what you're saying is that last game, he was pretty,
to be fair,
pretty shaky.
Golden State had been all out of whack that whole series.
Well, because that's what I heard. I heard they got it together.
They did. They
woke up.
Credit to the team that won. Don't take credit away from the team that won. Golden State won the game. They weren't handed the game. It's just with everything on the line, James chokes. That's my opinion. That's how I see it. James chokes, and a part of it, I think, is because it's in that DNA. It's the DNA of players who were on the Thunder. Because that's what happens.
What about KD?
Exactly. That's why he had to go to Golden State, because he realized in Oklahoma City, that's what they do. It's Choklahoma City. That's what it is. That's what it is. Because it's going to be, I know this is not going to be winning me fans. And you have to understand, I like James Harden. And even more than James Harden, I like Russell Westbrook. But that man also chokes. He don't, yes, he might not have help. Yes, his coach might not be the best coach for his team. But he did get eliminated by the Utah Jazz. I know they was playing surprisingly good, and that arena, that crowd, they was wilding.
And Russ, he has a very strong choking style too, because Russ will start to just miss.
In my opinion, it can't be just
on opportunities.
Can't be just a coincidence that these three prodigies, you have to take a look back when they came into the league. First, it was KD. Technically, he got drafted by the Supersonics the last season that they were the Supersonics. Then they moved to Oklahoma City. Russ got drafted. You had KD and Russ. Right after, James came in. Or maybe the same season as Russ. I'm not even sure. But they had all three of them. Added on was Serge. And they just looked like a dream team. An organically grown dream team. And they domed on the league. But when they got to the playoffs, things were a little different. Especially when they got to the finals. Because they went to a finals. People forget. Russ, KD, James Harden, They went to a finals before against LeBron and the Heat.
No, I won't forget.
They had that series won. I remember watching it. I was like, LeBron's losing this one. And somehow they managed to find a way to lose.
But you know what it was back then? It's because, I feel like KD hadn't found his sauce yet.
He had the sauce.
He had it, not like how he has it now, though. Even before this season, even before
I don't
last
cut
two
slack.
seasons.
I do not cut slack because he
He
was
hadn't
the
found
face
his
of the
sauce
team.
yet.
He was the face of the team. He was the most finished product on the team. You could say Russ didn't have the sauce yet. You could say James didn't have the sauce yet. I refuse to
what I
accept
wanna go
that
say
KD
is-
didn't have it.
I don't know where he's at now, but I know that back then he had no defensive juice in his bottle,
Not true.
in his juice bottle.
He did. He was just a little skinny. He was playing D, and he was doing
You
a
can't-
decent job.
You
But
can't
he
be-
was getting
that's the one
backed
thing.
down.
That's the one thing you can't give up against LeBron. You have to have
You know
a
what
nice,
he gave up?
well-rounded
You know what
defensive
he gave up?
package.
His heart. He didn't have the heart to guard LeBron the first time he played him in the finals. Watch it.
He was
Tell
getting
me I'm
bodied.
lying. Tell me I'm lying.
Literally.
He was guarding him. He didn't have
He
the
was
heart.
trying.
He didn't have the heart to guard him. He didn't have, LeBron was his friend. LeBron was his friend. He was
thought.
like, I don't.
He
yeah,
thought.
he thought it. But he didn't have the heart to guard him. Watch. He was, when he wanted to be, he was competitive. But when it came down to it, LeBron wanted it more than him because maybe it was sympathy or something. Maybe he felt bad for how much LeBron always was getting beat up by the media. But he just didn't have it in him to guard LeBron. And LeBron was like, oh, I don't know. I'll take it. I will take that. I will take the sympathy. Give me a ring. So LeBron took it. He choked. They choked. They found a way to lose.
But let's also give
Then
some
they
heat
played.
to
They
the,
played multiple
some
Western.
points to the Heat. They did a good job in that. They did a good
Sure.
job.
But they were kind of, in my opinion,
were.
out talented. Yeah, the Heat were deep and they were well coached.
And they were slipping up.
But the Thunder, my goodness, the talent on that team. Back then, the talent on that team was ridiculous.
To be honest, they
That
stayed
was-
together.
That was the original Golden State Warriors. That was the original Golden State. They should have been the Golden State Warriors.
But I
they
just
weren't
wanna-
because of choking. And they made it to a couple Western Conference Finals. They lost. Let's not forget, no Thunder fan wants to remember it, but they were up 3-1 against the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. 3 games to 1. Only had to win one more. And found a way to lose 3 games in a row. Found
very
a
sad.
way. And when I say found, I literally mean, it was the most bizarre thing. The ball looked like it was lathered in butter for some reason every time they handled it in the fourth quarter. Russell Westbrook was dribbling the ball off the side of the court. I don't know what he was doing. There was stupid fouls, stupid turnovers. Everything just imploded. Then he went to Golden State, and it's not a coincidence that he can win a ring now, that he's in a team that knows how to close.
What do you mean, Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant, but James Harden and Russell Westbrook can't. You can say it's because they don't have help. I think it's because they can't close. They need they're. I think what they are is they're the most talented supporting players that we've ever seen. Because talent doesn't make the alpha of the team.
That's the thing.
It's the heart.
I feel like they all have that star talent.
Yeah.
That I feel like they're all about equal level players, but you got a star on each team, right? But you got a star who's surrounded by some of the most consistent players, and you got 2 other stars who are surrounded by people who ain't showing up, people who are supposed to show up.
What do you
Carmelo
mean?
Anthony,
Oh.
Paul
But no,
George,
that's what I'm saying.
people who were supposed to show up, and people
You
who
can-
before then, who was it? Oladipo.
In my opinion,
CJ Miles or somebody
sure,
like
they
that.
might not have the best help, but they do have help. They do have enough. Like in my opinion, people have gotten too soft on basketball players now. But he don't have no help. I'm not saying you can win it all. You're gonna need some help, but you can get there. You can at least get there without help.
And that's what I'm saying. That's how Russ and James Harden, they can alone get themselves to the playoffs. But the playoffs is where the best well-rounded
But in
teams
this
only
case,
make it as
the
far as they
momentum
can
was
go.
on his side. Was on James's side.
That's true.
Momentum was on the Rockets' side. They beat Golden State in Oakland. The momentum was on their side. It was their series to lose, and they did just that. The reason I'm upset with it is because, yes, I like James, like Russ, and I want them to play for rings. I think they deserve it because James has shown season after season that he is MVP worthy. Russ has shown season after season he's MVP worthy. It's a battle between the two of them for MVP every season, basically.
Yeah.
However, when you pull my man's Chris Paul into the middle of it, don't let him down. Because Chris will play basketball with crutches under his arms. He will play to the last breath in his lungs. That's heart. That's championship heart. That's someone that deserves a ring.
Yeah.
Chris plays his heart out. And he played his poor little Achilles tendon till he couldn't play no more. And they lost. They lost that series. So
see, if you recall, the first two basketball players I ever knew, Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul, loved both of those dudes, man.
yeah. So I was disappointed. I
Hit me right in my feels.
I really wanted Rockets, but now we got Warriors and Cavaliers in the finals. Warriors finally got it back together. LeBron pulled it off in Game 7, so now we can look forward to that.
I just want to touch on this because you moved past that a little bit, but with the Rockets and the Warriors, man, you could argue, because you said they had the momentum, you could argue that the only reason they had the momentum is because the Warriors were slipping up. Because if you, depending on how you look at it, if they weren't messing up, that's a game that they might have been in control of.
Yeah.
They might have been actually like dominating that game.
Yeah, but it was the Warriors finding their stride at the same time of the pressure settling in on James. And to be fair, maybe he's not a choke artist in general. Maybe he's just a choke artist against the Warriors. Maybe it's just that fear of, oh no, here we are again. Everything on the line against the Warriors. In the playoffs, okay, I can do this. Oh, no, I didn't. They won. Because, yeah, the Warriors showed up.
Not to mention, you can't fault a man who's honestly like, Chris Paul played or he didn't play?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure he played.
Yeah, I think he played. It was just.
I think they tried to give him. I think he came in late.
He was definitely.
I think they tried to hold him out.
He's definitely a little bit softer.
But I was gonna say you can't fault
Which
the
is
man.
what I predicted. I had said Steph will be able to take advantage of those soft ankles, though that soft Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
He'll be able to take advantage of that.
But you can't fault the man who's trying to match on his own match the output of another team. Because I know they were going on. If they found their rhythm, if that's what you're saying, they fixed everything up and got it together. I know what that means. That means everyone started hitting.
Mm-hmm. They was hitting.
And not
gonna lie. They were hitting. They were hitting.
And big difference. Even if James Harden was going in, it's a little different. It's a little different for him because Warriors also got goons, as we often talk about. James ain't got no goons on his side. He has skinny Clint Capella with a fro. Doing his best.
Clint Capella's not skinny.
He's not skinny. He's not skinny.
He was getting work though. But regardless, we got Warriors and Cavs in the finals. And the one thing that I'm excited for, the biggest thing that I'm excited for, because I ain't excited for this series. I've seen the series a couple times,
like
3 times now actually. Mm-hmm. I'm not that excited. But what I'm excited for is JR, the Henny God, J.R. Smith, and Nick Swaggy P. Young. That's what I'm excited for. Those are 2 of my favorite personalities in all of basketball, especially Nick Young, because he used to be a Laker, for one, and he just has one of the funniest personalities to watch. I'm so excited to see the both of them just continue to put the game at risk for their team, even though Nick Young's been playing some strong level basketball, much stronger than JR. But that's a matchup. That's a matchup I'm very excited for. Mm-hmm. Nick Young and JR Smith.
I'm ready for some of these.
Yeah, I'm ready for some threes. I'm ready for some turnaround before the ball has gone in.
Oh man,
no look baskets. I'm ready for it. That's what I'm ready for. That's what I'm tuning in for. And in the background, I'll be seeing who's going to win another ring, LeBron or the Warriors. But
I'm gonna say this so everyone can mark my words. Warriors gonna win. I want the Cavs to win. Warriors gonna win.
Okay.
I'm also going to throw this out there because
I'm
I feel
gonna pick-
strongly about
I'll
this prediction.
I'm gonna say Warriors in 5 again, like last year.
Warriors
It'll be
in
Warriors
5.
in 5.
Warriors in 5. Might just push it because LeBron wants it. He can't. He's trying so hard, but I doubt it. And I'm gonna just throw this out there. LeBron leaving. I'm confident in that. He's leaving after this. He leaving.
But so that's all. That's all we got now, right? Man, this has been pretty long.
Yeah, and I'm glad we did that the way we did because I feel like that last topic gapped the bridge of emptiness that was going on.
Yeah.
But
Wait, what's our outro? Are you gonna wrap us out again?
all right.
I feel like people like
go.
that. No one said it, but I feel like they liked it. And if they don't like it, let us know down below in the comments. Make sure you smash that dislike button if you didn't like
Just
it.
bash it. Go Donkey Kong on that. Please don't though.
Are you
'Cause I have
wrapping us out, or
feelings.
what is our outro?
All right.
Are we
Yeah.
just gonna talk our way out? Just fade the music in?
Here we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yo. Yeah, I'm about to wrap us out. Mickey Gall versus CM Punk. About to tap us out. Yo. Like some big old booty cheeks. About to slap us out. Yo. Hey, it's been real. We did it. Hope you like it. Relive it. Hope you like it. Hit the thumbs up. Get some more. Tell them what's up. Yeah. Keep it clear like glass. It's the Painfully Tight Podcast.